Morning and welcome to Enfys Tarot. Today is Wednesday, March 26, 2025, and we are going to do the All Signs Tarot reading. So I'm just going to jump in because I'm doing all 12 signs. There's no point in waiting. Shuffling this deck a little bit here. I've got my coffee. I've got my box of Zodiac stones right here ready to go. Let's get clear. Who's coming in first? Let's see. Taurus coming in first. Good morning, Chasing Peace. How are you? We're reading for Taurus first. If you'd like, you can go ahead and pop your Zodiac sign in the chat box and I'll read for you next. What is coming in for Taurus this week? This serves this week until April 1st. So what do the Tauruses need to know this week coming in? It's amazing that I'm feeling the pressure right here. It's like taking the bull by the horns. We are in Taurus right now. Very strong feeling coming through. What do we need to know for Taurus? I'm feeling like one more shuffle. There, that feels right. Okay. It might be time for you to act, Taurus. We've got the Four of Swords in reverse, and usually that means that after a period of rest, it's time to start getting back in the game. Wow, and then the High Priestess. This is a big gun coming out here. The High Priestess is what you don't see coming, right? It's the stuff that's behind the veil, the hidden information. Sometimes it's like the information that's been percolating, and what I'm feeling really strongly is as you have been sleeping and resting, you've been probably having some dreams, and even if you don't remember those when you wake up, your subconscious is percolating the information to the top, and that is what you're going to be guided by as you begin to act, Taurus. So that's what's going on. Wow. And then we've got loosening up. Loosening up with the Four of Pentacles is letting go of some of the control, some of the holding on so tightly. You might be in a position where it's time to invest money or time or effort or something into whatever it is you're about to act on. The Sun coming in reverse, you might not feel quite up to this yet. And then the Ace of Cups in reverse. I think that for some of the Tauruses out there, you don't feel like it's time yet. I don't know if you're feeling apprehensive or if you're just not energized yet. What can we get about energy here? Well, Temperance is a good one. Dip your toe in, okay? If you're not feeling motivated right now to start acting, you're being asked to simply dip your toe in the water. Okay, and get a feel for things and see what comes next. It's baby steps is what you're being asked to do this week. So Tauruses, it is time to act. You will have guidance. You've been resting and your thoughts are percolating. Your subconscious is going to help guide you. Listen to your guides, okay, as you go along. Look for the breadcrumbs, the synchronicities, the signs. And just get started, just nice and slow. You don't have to dive all the way in. Anything else? This is what's needed in order for you to understand how to get to the next level. If you've been sort of disappointed with some area of your life, you've put effort into it and things haven't been working out exactly as you want them to, after having this rest and then slowly getting back into it, you'll have a clear picture of what needs to be done. And that's why it's time right now. So you'll be able to get things kind of going and be much more satisfied with whatever it is you've been working on and have taken a rest from. So, okay, Taurus, that's for you guys this week. You have been tasked. Absolutely. You've got a job to do, and you don't need to feel overwhelmed. That is not part of what's coming in here. Temperance is a big, big card. And there's so much subtlety in the although she's a big gun, there's so much subtlety coming through with that High Priestess. You know, it's listening to the whispers in the back of your mind and those little nuances. She's very nuanced. All right, thank you for that Taurus reading. I'm going to take a look here and see who's coming in so that I know who to read for next. Wow, we've got, okay, so Chasing Peace, thank you for putting your zodiac sign in. We will read for Cancer next. Good morning, Divine Timing. Then we've got Capricorn. Stephen Yuri, good morning. I hope you had a great night. Matthew Duran, can you tell me when I get my food stamps? Matthew Duran, put your zodiac sign in the chat box. I'm reading for zodiacs today. So I will read yours as soon as I see what that is. And hopefully you'll get an answer there. Ana Lopez, Aquarius, good morning. And Samuel Giancarna, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the tarot reading today. Okay, we are going to pull for Cancer now. Where is Cancer? There it is. Okay. Could we have a reading for Cancer, please? Cancer needs space. Cancer is expanding. There's a sense of expansion here. Cancer needs a little bit of space. Cancers, take a nice deep breath. It's time for some expansion. Relax your shoulders, Cancers. Drop them, squinch them up to your ears, squinch your shoulders up to your ears really, really tight, and then just drop them down. Ace of Swords. You've got some clarity and truth coming in. Also some new ideas. What is this about? Okay. Wow. Okay, so you're getting the Four of Swords also. This is a lot of sword energy coming in, and it's extremely powerful, okay? The Ace of Swords represents truth, new ideas, clarity, and just really nice, clear, linear thought, okay? And then you've got the Four of Swords coming in. So is this suggesting that you're going to be getting some of your big ideas through dreams just like Taurus? Or is this suggesting that you need to rest right now and think about what it is that you're doing? Let's see. Well, you're getting the eight. Wow, you got a lot of newness coming in. The Ace of Wands is a reminder that it's a good time to act. There's a new opportunity. You're getting a lot of energy coming in right now that is like the fairy godmother energy. This is the big yes card. Okay, so what? Wow, and it's a decision. Okay, you got a decision to make. Clearly, you're thinking things through right now, Cancer, and it is the right time to act, but you have to act with a degree of understanding, a deeper level of understanding. Okay, if you've been struck by a new idea and it is causing you to think about making a change, or if you're at a crossroads, or you're planning your next steps, take a moment right now and just sleep on it. Okay, sleep on your thoughts, because big changes are coming. You have the world coming in. You're going to know exactly what to do this week. Okay, you're going to get struck with the truth, struck with a big idea. You're going to know that it's time to act on it. All you want to make sure of is that you are allowing everything, all the thoughts, all the decision making, all the planning to be totally fleshed out. Okay, and then you get to act on it. This is a really beautiful reading, and it's going to bring quite a bit of balance back into your life. It's going to restore karmic balance. It's going to restore balance for you and others in your life. This is a big solution to some kind of problem or challenge, and you're going to be the one with the answer this week. So listen for that. If you happen to have any vivid dreams, see if you can try to hold on to those. Remember them, write them down if you can. Look up some of the symbolism in your dreams and see what strikes you as feeling right, and let that be part of your guidance as you are doing this planning and making this, taking on this new action. Okay, you're getting a huge yes reading today, though. Keep that in mind. It's all about yes this week. Yes for Cancer. So, and yeah, there's a lot of expansion in here for sure. For sure. All right, thank you for that Cancer reading. We are going to go to Capricorn next for divine timing. Chasing peace. I really think you're going to have an amazing week. I think you're going to be hit with an epiphany. You're going to have a major light bulb moment this week, and it's going to bring so much clarity and balance to you. And you're going to feel ready to act. It's going to bring on big changes. All right, let's get a Capricorn reading, please. Could we have a reading for Capricorn? Where's our Capricorn stone? Reading for Capricorn, please. What do we need to know about Capricorn? Capricorns, this is going to sound really strange, but I would like you to take a moment and imagine yourself, just take a few deep breaths and imagine yourself sitting on a swing and just rocking gently back and forth. Okay? Just imagine yourself there and feel it. If you can sit in a position where your feet are not touching the floor, see if you can feel that. I don't know why that's important, but it's coming through very powerfully. It's extremely peaceful. It's not scary. There's security. And it's very subtle movement. Very subtle forward and back. What's coming in for Capricorn? I feel like that's it. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so for some Capricorns out there, certainly not everyone, but this is coming through between the swing set feeling and the feeling of peace, security, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you might be getting pregnant or having a new baby in your life pretty soon, whether it's you or someone close to you. There might be an announcement of pregnancy. It could also have to do with spending time with children and nurturing children. For some of you, this could be enjoying the process of nurturing a new project. You are birthing a new project. You're bringing something creative into the world, and you're allowing it that space to be flexible. And I think that's why the swings are coming in. Some of you are a little bit scared because you're nervous about this new project or new birth. You're not really sure what it's going to look like, and you're feeling apprehensive. Be curious, okay? You want to go into this with curiosity rather than fear. Don't be so afraid, okay? There are going to be people in your life that you can trust, and there's going to be information presenting itself that you can rely on, and you can trust yourself. That's coming through here too. You can trust your best instincts on this, whatever it is. This is a big switcheroo here. You've got the Nine of Pentacles coming in reverse. This is something that is going to require you to clean up before you actually birth something new into it, okay? So if you find out, if you've just discovered that you're pregnant, or if you're about to be pregnant, make sure you're doing a lot of nesting, a lot of things that are getting everything ready to support new life. That's what you're being asked here. There are some things that need to be taken care of in order to bring this new blessing into the world, whether that's an actual person or some kind of project or creative endeavor. All right, there's something having to do with the environment and making sure that everything is in its place and ready to go so that it can support whatever this new birth is. Two of Swords in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups upright. For those of you who do discover that you are pregnant or someone in your life is pregnant, if you are wondering whether or not you should have the baby or what you should do, you have to get really, really clear on the truth. There's a blindfold in place, okay? And you got to let that blindfold go and understand exactly what is going on and not be too afraid. There's so much fear here. There's the fear of things not being ready, not being enough, okay? And this really applies to whatever this project is, whether it's a person or a project. There's a lot of self-doubt, okay? You don't need that. You don't need that self-doubt. You're hurting yourself by doing that, and you're blocking something amazing from coming through because you're afraid that you can't handle it. It's not the truth. You're exactly the right person to handle it. You're exactly the person who has the instinct and the knowledge and the understanding and the compassion to take this on, whatever it may be. Okay, Capricorn? So give yourself a little credit here. Credit is due. And you don't want to rely on self-doubt so that it becomes an excuse and a justification for not doing this, because I think you're really supposed to do whatever this is. Yeah, let go of your worry. Stop worrying about all the stuff. Just get ready, okay? You got this. You can handle this. Whatever it is, move the self-doubt and fear out of the way and just start getting ready. Okay, Capricorn, that was for you. Some of you, I think, are really feeling nervous about a potential pregnancy, and some of you are really feeling nervous about wanting so badly to create the thing that you're meant to create, and you just feel like you're not ready to do that yet. But you are. The truth is that now is the time, okay? And that's why these cards are coming through for you today. Now is the time. Thank you for that Capricorn reading. All right, let's see. All right, so we're going to do Aquarius. Stephen, I know you're Sagittarius. We're going to do Aquarius next, and then we're going to do Sagittarius. Where is my Aquarius? Could we have a reading for Aquarius, please? And guys, since we're doing Aquarius and then Sagittarius, if you're in the room and I haven't read your cards yet, please go ahead and put your zodiac sign. Okay, there's Pisces coming after Sagittarius. That's perfect. Anybody else who has a zodiac sign they want me to read for, go ahead and pop it in the chat box so that I know who to read for next and you won't be waiting all day. Could we have a reading for Aquarius, please? Aquarius, you've got some like really big energy coming in, like readiness. There's readiness here. Fired up, ready to go, ready to pounce, ready to do. And excited. This is an excited feeling for Aquarius. Shuffling these cards, and I have seen the Five of Wands in my right hand more than once on this Aquarius reading. I wonder what that conflict is about. Is that going to show up in the reading today? Then there's the Death card and the Three of Wands. So there is a chance that for some of the Aquarians out there, you are dealing with a conflict right now that's going to result in a transformation and thrusting you to a new direction. Okay, so that's coming through. I don't know if that's going to be the full reading for Aquarians today, but that's definitely here for some of you. The Chariot in reverse. There's so much going on here about wanting to control the chaos. This is controlled chaos. That's what we are doing today with Aquarius, and that's why we have so much excitement and energy. The Tower coming in reverse, Knight of Swords upright, Ten of Pentacles upright. This is exactly what I was seeing as I was shuffling the deck. There is a challenge. There's currently chaos, okay? And it's like Aquarians know how they're going to manage the chaos in order to transform and bring something new as a result of the chaos. You're the ones with the clarity. You know the direction that we're heading into. You're the ones who have the vision and understanding to know what to pull from the rubble. The upheaval is occurring, the chaos is occurring. You're not trying to control or suppress the chaos. You're very clear about what to do with the chaos now that it has presented itself as an opportunity. And you're going to be able to bring forward, this is very divine feminine energy coming through with Aquarius. It's like you're looking at the chaos, you see what you can just leave in the past and let go of, and you're going to pull what you want to and create something new out of this. You're seeing chaos as an opportunity right now. And that's exactly what it is. And the reason you're seeing it is because it's your job. You're the one who knows how to do this. So just go for it. You're absolutely right. Act on what you are feeling right now. Take the chaos and turn it into something really, really beautiful, like this 10 of Pentacles here, okay? Any of you who are feeling self-doubt, you got to let that go, because this is really your job to do right now. In whatever sphere this pertains to, you're the one to take this chaos and create something absolutely new and amazing with it that benefits everyone. That's the other thing. This correlates so beautifully with the Aquarius energy, because Aquarians tend to do things that benefit the whole. They are benefiting the community in order to better everyone. They're not looking out for just themselves. They know that benefiting the community, benefiting the whole is going to bring everybody up. So this is a big deal, Aquarius, this week. It's a big deal. Yeah, some of you, okay, it's amazing, because this whole reading is about you guys knowing what to do with the chaos. If you are an Aquarius who is feeling like things are too confusing, you don't know what to do with the chaos, that's your self-doubt, okay? The only reason you're feeling confused or fretful or like you can't find the solution is because you're not trusting yourself. You're believing, you're holding on to old beliefs that just no longer pertain to you, okay? You've already learned your lessons. You have what you need now in order to do this. So you're good. You're really good. You're changing the world, all right? That's what you're doing. You're changing the world. We're coming to the end of the wounded masculine, and we're entering into this beautiful age of divine feminine in Aquarius, and that's what your reading is about today. So act on that where you can. And if where you are is the position of removing self-doubt, do that. That's your first step. Thank you for that Aquarius reading. Now we will read for Sagittarius, and then Pisces, and then Aries. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, Jonvis. Is that Jonvis or Jonvis? I wonder how to pronounce that. All right, let's read for Sagittarius. There you are. Could we have a reading for Sagittarius, please? There's a feeling coming through with Sagittarius that I'm having a hard time identifying the source of. I'm feeling very stable, like sitting very firmly, and I don't know if that is being unmovable and stubborn, or just being very solid and feeling like in the right place, or very content. Like I can't figure out what is creating that feeling of stability at the seat, you know, like the root. It's root stability, and I cannot read into it where that's coming from. But that is the feeling coming through with Sagittarius. So I would I would encourage anyone, welcome anyone who's a Sagittarius right now, to go ahead and just get deeply rooted. Just sit and feel the support of whatever you're sitting on under you and get really deeply rooted right now. It's almost like a mountain, you know. You're not going to move a mountain. So maybe it's time for you to actually loosen up a little bit. This Four of Pentacles coming through here does sometimes suggest that there could be an element of stubbornness in a situation, and it's time to loosen up a little bit. But let's keep going and having faith. So okay, what's coming through here is the Strength card going to come out? Let's see. Okay. Look at these cards. This is like telling an entire story. So you've got the Four of Pentacles, that's in reverse. Then the Six of Swords upright, the Tower upright, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Three of Wands upright, and then resulting in the Ten of Pentacles. So there is an understanding right now that there is something that is going on, almost not quite the chaos of the Aquarians, what they're experiencing. This is different. This is a situation that is unfolding. It's like currently unfolding, and you can see it's like you're anticipating a train wreck almost, or like you're seeing the upheaval coming. And you're trusting that that upheaval is what's needed. And that is why you're letting it happen, because you're feeling rooted. You're feeling secure. You are allowing the upheaval to occur because you know that it's exactly what's needed. You have faith there. That's exactly what's needed in order to have your resulting happy ending of the Ten of Pentacles. That's the story that's being told right now. You're completely aware of the possible impending upheaval. You know that it's coming, but you trust that it's what's needed. And because you trust that it's what's needed, you're allowing yourself to let go of some of your past fears and false beliefs that would typically get in your way and stop you from allowing something like this to happen. And in doing that, in letting those thoughts and ideas fall away because they don't apply to this situation, you're creating a new path. You're creating openness and possibility of this Ten of Pentacles. It's really beautiful. There's a great deal of, that's why I'm feeling so rooted right now. There's so much core strength in this. You know, it's that unshakableness. Like, you know what's about to happen, and you also have an understanding that it is for the highest good of all involved. There needs to be this upheaval. There needs to be this obstacle or challenge or shakeup in order to bring this to a happy ending. You're looking at the winning the war rather than winning the battle, and you know that you will win the war by doing this. So great deal of stability and confidence in this reading, although you've got a lot of seemingly worrisome cards. Where they are in this spread makes so much sense, and it's resulting in this beautiful happy ending with abundance and security and connection and legacy. And there's big hero's journey energy coming through here. Anything else for Sagittarius? Yeah, don't feel guilty. Okay, this is one of the swords that you got to let just fall away. You know what's right. You don't want to feel guilty about it. Don't feel guilty. Don't let that creep in. Okay, and understand that this pain of the tower is like ripping off a Band-Aid in order to let something air out and heal. Okay, So yeah, really big energy coming through for Sagittarius this week. I would not be surprised if the Sagittarians really made some big changes this week. Really set something off on that Three of Wands. And that Three of Wands, I mean, that sparks new ideas. It invites collaboration. It opens up a new path. It removes the false dichotomy, which is such a freeing, feeling, you know. And you can only get that freedom when you have the solid rooting of the mountain. So it's a bit of an oxymoron, but also it's not. It makes perfect sense. All right, thank you for that Sagittarius reading. We have next Pisces. We've got Pisces next, and then we'll do Aries. You're welcome, Stephen. Then Libra. Okay, Sagittarius. Good to see you, Irish Eyes. All right, let's see. We're doing Pisces. There we go. All right, could we have a reading for Pisces, please? Welcome in, everyone. Wow. Immediately on Pisces, I've got a pain in my shoulder. It's that like meaty part right between here and your neck, like that meaty part right there. What's going on, guys? What's going on for Pisces? Why am I experiencing that? It's creeping up into my neck and jaw. Could this be some kind of heartbreak? Usually heartbreak comes, I feel that here, but these are the physical sensations sometimes associated with something going on with the heart physically. And that's why I'm wondering if there's a heartache kind of situation. I don't know yet. That doesn't feel totally right, but we'll see. All right. Coming in for Pisces. What's coming in for Pisces? What do we need to know this week for Pisces? Imbalance. Okay, maybe that's why I felt it so strongly through the one shoulder and not through both. Usually when I experience something, it's at the center somewhere or it's balanced in both. Pisces, you rely so heavily on balance, and right now things are not balanced. And you need to rebalance them. Here's Temperance. So what can you do? What can you do, Pisces? Because you are the master of balance here, of yin and yang, and making sure that things are taken care of, tempered, the equilibrium is there, right? So what do you need to do this week to establish that? Maybe you're overthinking things. Maybe you're not going to do this by way of logic or thinking things through. Maybe this is something you have to feel your way through. Sun in reverse. Yeah, nothing's going to like illuminate this. Nothing in your, if you're thinking about it and trying to use logic right now, you're going to find a dead end. That is not where the illumination is going to come from. It's going to close things out. And you're not going to be able to connect. You need to be able to connect. You're not going to think your way through this one. You got to get back to your roots, Pisces. Part of this is going to require you to move through with your hands. Okay, you gotta do. You got to just start doing, and you have to do things from the heart. All right, acts of love, works of love. That is how you're going to generate the temperance that's needed and bring balance this week. So if you're faced with a challenge right now and you're trying to take the logical steps, the practical steps, It's like you're looking at the pros and cons list, or you've done the math, and you think that you just have to do things a certain way. That is going to end up resulting in not fixing whatever this is. Okay? You're not going to think yourself through this one. You have to feel and act. You have to feel and do. All right? You're going to do works of love from the heart. Don't give up. Okay? This is almost resolved. So you just have to get in there and do the few more things that you need to do in order to resolve this, and it'll be over. But don't overthink. Don't take a longer break. Get back in there and act. Okay? And act from the heart. And then you'll find yourself over the disappointment. You might have to crack a few eggs to make an omelet. Okay? So I'm going to put this in a really stupid way, but let's say your goal is to have, a beautiful, a beautiful renovated kitchen, and there are things in your kitchen that you're holding on to just because you've always had them, like, I don't know, an old light fixture. You might need to get that old light fixture out of there and put something new up in its place. Don't think all the reasons why you can't get rid of that light fixture and get a new one. Is that making sense? Like you have to be willing to get rid of a few things to make this whole thing work. All right? And you're going to feel your way through that. You're not going to think your way through that. Thinking your way through that is a mistake. All right? Feel your way through and act. Thank you for that Pisces reading. Who did we have coming in next? Was it going to be Aries next after Pisces? Yeah. Okay. So we've got Aries and then Libra and then Virgo. All right. So let's do Aries for Jazz. Hi, Jazz. Here's our Aries. I sure do love my Aries. I know some special Aries. And I sure do love those Aries. Could we have a reading for Aries, please? Aries, if you can look at the world through the eyes of a child this week, that's coming through. Get out there and explore. See things again on a deeper level, through clearer eyes. Do you remember what it was like when you were a child and you looked all around and everything was just so vivid and bright and new? This week, go out and do that, okay? See things like a child sees them this week. I don't know why that's important, but that's coming through. Be excited. Look for the novelty. Anything new that you can do this week, I think it's probably a good thing. Yeah, wow, painful ending. Painful cycle coming to an end, okay? When else do we have an opportunity to experience newness and freshness and joy? When do we get to experience that usually? Immediately after a painful ending, right? That's why I'm feeling that coming through. For some of you, you're bringing a painful situation to an end. And it's going to be putting you in a situation where you are going to experience newness. You are going to be re-energized. There is going to be novelty to experience and fun and joy and brilliance, vividness, okay? Judgment card. Seek out your calling right now. Listen to the call. Listen to the call. Be assessing situations clearly. No filters. Children do not have filters. That is why everything is new. Okay? Keep your filters clear. Keep them out of the way. All right? Wow. Let go of the burdens and the struggles. That's only going to get in your way. Children do not have, well, children should not have, children are not born with a sense of struggle and burden, okay? And we try so hard to allow children to experience the world without filter, without burden, so that they can really bask in the joy of life and be curious and get new experiences. It's not until children start to grow and they are thrust with these burdens and filters and all these, this is what you're letting go of this week. Let go of the burdens, let go of the filters, and see this world through the eyes of a child and get out there. You can't do it in your room. You can't do it in your cocoon. You can't do it from your inside perspective. You don't want to see the world through the filter of yourself. You're really being asked to see the world as it actually is right now. And what a beautiful time to do that. It's the beginning of spring. Okay, so get out there and look at the newness. Really engage with that. And let go of the pain. This is an opportunity to really look at all the letting go. Just let go. You're doing a lot of clearing out this week, and it's beautiful. So Aries, keep letting stuff go and keep letting the good stuff in. Just see it. That's all you got to do, is just see it for what it truly is and sort of bask in its glory, just like you would have when you were a kid. Reconnect with that clarity. All right? Some big energy coming in for Aries this week. That could be absolutely life-changing for some Aries this week. Absolutely. Like big time enlightenment. Big time epiphany. That could be really big for some Aries this week. And for other Aries, it's simply going to give you an opportunity to enjoy life. All right, Libra coming in next. Here we go. Let's see how the balance is for Libra. The Pisces needed a little bit of rebalancing. Let's see. What is coming in for Libra this week? Right shoulder this time. Last time Pisces was the left shoulder. Libra, I'm feeling it on the right shoulder. Is that psychosomatic, or is that an actual message coming in from Spirit? Wow, things just got so quiet. Like deafening silence. Let me focus here. Let me unfocus, I should say. Wow, Libra, you are just floating. You are just floating. I think that pinch in my right shoulder was psychosomatic. As I'm clearing out, I'm feeling lightness. Lots of lightness for Libra. Floating like on a cloud. And so quiet. So if you're a Libra listening to this right now, see if you can just sit comfortably and imagine yourself fully supported and just allow your body and mind to float. Just experience the sensation of floating. Letting go. You are letting go of pain. That is part of what happens. And look at Look at your heart. Look at your little heart, and it's upside down. It's completely letting go. It's floating in these clouds, and all the pain is just falling away. That's Libra this week. Harness this by resting in it, okay? Let go of any betrayals. Secrets are going to come out. Truth is going to come out. You don't have to work for this. Wow. Your guidance this week is to keep cool. Just relax. The answers, if you can create the space for clarity and truth to arise on its own, for secrets to reveal themselves, for blindfolds to be lifted away, all you need to do is just create the space for it, okay? Just be open, just be calm, restful, just float, all right? And you will see that without effort, all of the truth is going to come to the surface, okay? If you start poking and prodding and jabbing and interrogating, you're not going to get it. You're going to be met with deception. You're going to be met with false trails, okay? So the best thing for you to do is just sit and observe. Just rest and be confident in that. Just be like, okay, whatever happens, happens. Libra, that's your job this week, okay? You are seeking clarity by just not acting, by just resting and trusting that the clarity and the truth is going to come out, okay? All you need to do is create that space. That's it. The Empress is in reverse. If there is something that needs to be done in order to create that restfulness, do it now, okay? Make your space comfortable. Make your world comfortable. If you need to clean something, clean it. If you need to fluff a pillow, fluff it. If you need to turn on some classical music at a very low, do that, okay? If you need to tidy up your garden, do it. If you need to get mental clarity, do it. Got to clean everything up and create that space, and that's your job today and tomorrow, so that you have this opportunity this week for everything to come to the surface and see the truth. Okay? So that's for Libra. I hope that makes sense, Libra. Something wants to present itself to you. There's information that wants to come through, and the only way it's going to come through is if you are in that calm space. And so make sure that you're doing what you can to create that calm, floating space. Thank you for that Libra reading. Who do we have next? I have not yet done Virgo. We're going to do Virgo, and then we'll do Gemini. Hi, Prisha. Let's do Virgo for Irish Eyes. You must have a special Virgo in your life. Let's see what's going on for Virgo this week. Can we have a Virgo reading, please? It's time to refuel. Could we have a Virgo reading, please? Libras meditate. Could we have a Virgo? Thank you for that. Could we have a Virgo reading, please? Butterflies. Virgos. What's going on? here we go. All right. Temperance in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. The Fool in reverse. Okay, don't be hasty. Virgos, you might be really excited to do something right now and you want to make sure that you're not jumping the gun. Don't be hasty, okay? You're usually really good at thinking things through, but sometimes you're also really good at getting super fired up about stuff and just like doing it. And I think right now you're being asked not to just jump in and act on anything, okay? Your temperance is a little off, and I think it's because you're feeling emotionally drawn in one direction or another. There's something that has you emotionally invested, and it's definitely taking your top priority of focus right now is the way you're feeling about things. That's an important thing to do, but it might cause you to act in a way that is imprudent, and that could come back and bite you in the butt, okay? So if you're really, really excited about something and you're like, let's do it, gung-ho, all in, take a step back for a minute, okay? Don't just throw all your money at something or completely commit to something. There is a warning. There's a big warning in this. You just cannot rush into anything right now, even if you feel like it's the way to go, okay? The moon coming in, you got to listen to your gut. Like, so don't ignore red flags, okay? And don't dive in. You got to take the scenic route to get to where you're going right now. If you go in with all this force and energy and you just dive right in and you say, okay, let's do it, you're missing an opportunity to take the scenic route there and get everything that you need, okay? You need to kind of like, need to calm down the wild a little bit. You need to rein it in a little bit. Rein it in. Okay, you got to shepherd that wild dog right now, that wild wolf right now. You got to sort of be their shepherd and find that balance between the domesticated canine and the wild wolf, because you're a little too far in one end. Okay. Yeah. Part of this is driven by loneliness, fear, and scarcity. So be aware of that. Part of the reason you're feeling so emotionally driven right now is because you have that part of you, that very innate part of you that is trying to avoid scarcity and loneliness and isolation and disenfranchisement and disconnection. Like you're afraid of that, and you might not recognize that right now. Okay? So we want to let some of this fear go. Okay, if you're a Virgo and you're feeling this week at some point like you're ready to just dive right in, just, yes, do it. That feels right. Step back for a minute. Just take a minute and pay attention. Really slow down and say, okay, I understand that this is the goal, but we're not going to dive into it. We're going to take the scenic route. We're going to take it slow. Okay? We're going to take it nice and slow. And that will bring the ending of a painful cycle. This will result in solving something, okay? I know you're excited to solve something. I think for some of you, it's like a relationship, like you've been single for so long and this person is coming into your life and you're feeling a little bit giddy about them. And part of the reason you're feeling giddy about them and excited is because you're infatuated. It's not time to go run off and get married in Vegas. You know, take the scenic route, slow things down. All right, thank you for that Virgo reading. Let's see, Gemini coming in next. Could we have a reading for Gemini, please? How are the twins? How are the twins? Are you feeling playful? Are you feeling... I asked, how are the twins? And the first thought I had, the first image that came up was like two little kids sort of like poking at each other. Like not in a mean way, but like, you know, sibling poking. What's going on for Gemini? Wait your turn, Scorpio. We're doing Gemini right now. We have so many of these Three of Swords coming through today in reverse. So Gemini, this is going to have something to do with you also letting go of some pain, letting go of guilt or remorse or resentment, or it could just be ripping off the Band-Aid. Let's find out. Wow. The Devil. You've been attached to your pain. You've been attached to the guilt and the resentment and the remorse. You've been using it as your tether, and it's become an addiction or an attachment. Okay, you gotta let this go. You're afraid to go off on your own path. You are feeling like you're at a crossroads right now and you don't know what to do. You're trying to protect yourself, but you're finding that you are, by way of protecting yourself, you keep on getting trapped in the same prison. It's time to seek out joy, okay? And I think that is why I felt that vision of the twins sort of like joking around and playing with each other, because you've been stifling some joy in some area of your life. You've been almost afraid of it. And you're feeling very much like you have to keep your foot on the ground, like you have to stay tethered and bound to this thing so that you don't let it happen again. It's like you're chaining yourself to the problem so that it's never hidden from you, so that it's always right there and you know that it's right there. You don't want to be surprised by it, so you're keeping it with you. You need to start letting that go a little bit. You need to give yourself a little bit more kindness, a little bit more trust, a little bit more freedom to play. You need a little bit more joy in your life. King of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Wands upright. I think some of you are really clearly in a bad relationship, a codependent relationship with someone, and you feel trapped because A, you think that you can't do it on your own, and B, you don't know what else is out there, and you can't afford it. Like you're trying to figure out how are you going to break free from this terrible relationship and go do something on your own. You're afraid what's going to happen because you're like, I can't afford to take care of myself or my kids. Maybe, you know, maybe kids are involved and you don't know how you're going to afford them. Guess what? You have what it takes. Queen of Wands is here. So she is reminding you that you can do this. Okay. This is your opportunity right now. It is karmically, astrologically time right now for everyone to be breaking free from the burdens, breaking free from the things that no longer serve us, letting them go and creating space for the new things that are better for us and everyone involved. So for some of the Geminis out there, you're in a terrible situation and you're kind of afraid to leave it, whether that's a really bad job or a really bad relationship. You're so afraid that if you leave it behind, you're not going to have anything. That's an understandable fear. But you do have what it takes, and you need to think outside of the box. You need to get creative here, okay? So seek out information, talk to people, and figure out how to navigate this, because you are being asked right now to stop trying to avoid the upheaval. You've got to let this tower happen. You've got to let this tower happen in order to end the pain. It's time for you to end a painful cycle. Okay, Gemini, that's what it's time for. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. It's for your highest good and the highest good of all involved. So, all right, thank you for that Gemini reading. Boy, do you guys have your work cut out for you this week. I know it's scary. It's really scary. You're feeling like you need your counterpart. And you think you have your counterpart, and you think you can't live without your counterpart. You have another counterpart. This is not meant to be your forever counterpart. You gotta lean in another direction. Okay? Thank you for that Gemini reading. All right, who do we have next? We only have 2 left. Yes, Virgo was red. Gemini was red. Destiny, you, hi, how are you? Thank you. You too. Sassy Edits, hi. Truth and Politics. Too old for unserious stuff. I'll win or die. Probably die. Boy, that's heavy. Grass isn't greener. Truth and Politics, what is your zodiac sign? I'm doing zodiac readings today. I have done everyone except for Scorpio and Leo. Do you have a preference? Gemini, we just did Gemini, and boy, was yours heavy. Talk about heavy. Rewind a little bit and listen to your, I think it's important for you to hear this today. Oh, you saw it. Okay. All right. What'd you think? You got quite the challenge. All right, let's go ahead, and I'll reach in here and blah, 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 shuffle around, shuffle around, shuffle around, shuffle around, and we're doing Leo. We're doing a reading for Leo. Could we have a reading for Leo, please? I feel that. I feel that heaviness in you. Yeah, I feel that. Let me actually, before I don't want to put that energy into Leo. Leo needs a clear energy. And I feel all of that heaviness through the politics. I feel it. So let me just send you some love and light. You're like blocking it right out. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I am assigning love and light to your periphery. It will wait there for you. You are allowed to access that when you need it, when you want it. And if you don't need to. But it's there. Okay, thank you for that. All right, let's clear out and get ready for Leo. All right, could we have a reading for Leo, please? Could we have a reading for Leo, please? Leo, I hear ya. I hear ya. We're talking good vibes only. Leo's like, good vibes only. Let's see what's coming in for Leo. What do we have for Leo today? Good vibes, good vibes. Okay, getting out of a situation. Getting out of being disconnected, isolated, or broke because of a new opportunity. Yeah, good vibes, Leo. Really good. It's like you were in a tough spot. Maybe you were in a situation where you weren't making enough money, or you were feeling stuck, or you were feeling isolated, scarcity, something. You were in that situation, and something has come along or is about to come along. It's going to get you right out of that, and you're starting to feel it. Yeah, wow. Transformation. Let's see where this, so the death card is in reverse. So let's see what kind of transformation energy we're getting coming in here. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so here's the thing. You have this opportunity, and you're feeling good about it, but it's also requiring a lot from you. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of hard work. It's very draining. Okay, here's what you need to do, Leo, and this is very important. Psychically speaking, soul contract situation here. You have in you, at some point in your existence, at some lifetime, you have written a soul contract. You've signed a soul contract that states, because at the time it sounded like it made sense, the harder I work, the more I will receive. And part of that contract said, if I don't do it, I won't receive. You got to break that contract. You got to get rid of that. It's time for you to, good vibes only. Okay? If you enjoy your work, if you want to work hard, if you want to do the things that you love, and you want to accept and receive the abundance from that hard work, great. The second you fall into the situation of, if I don't work hard, I don't deserve it, that is not good vibes. You got to break that contract. And that is something that you're being asked to do right now, because it is the time, astrologically speaking, to break that contract. We're getting rid of the things that no longer serve us right now. And Leo, this one's yours. So I don't know anything about spells. I don't know anything about karmic contract breaking. You would need to speak with someone like a theta healer or a Reiki practitioner, or someone who knows how to do maybe cord cutting or soul contract breaking. But you got to talk to somebody and work on that and break this contract, because you're going to have to keep on doing this until it is broken. But if you break it, it's like such an easy fix, and it will be instant gratification. So think about that. Break that contract for gratification and abundance and living your best life. Okay, it's a soul contract situation. That's why death is in reverse, because it's been like in a blind spot. You've just thought all this time that it's natural to assume that if you don't work hard, you won't reap the rewards of what you've sown, when sometimes the universe just wants to make things easy for us. They just want us to be happy. You know, the universe is like, oh, I enjoy experiencing joy and creation and fun and pleasure and love and connection. And if people get to experience that more, then spirit experiences that more. And that's what we all want. So break the contract. Okay, Leo, get rid of it. And just be happy. Just know that, like, it's here for you. Abundance and joy and pleasure and harmony. It's here for you. You don't have to constantly work so hard all the time. And likewise, if you feel like you're always broke because you're not working, and you think I'll never have what I want because I never want to work hard, that's part of the contract here that you signed a long time ago that you don't even remember signing. So you got to break that contract, and then all of a sudden you're going to be like, wow, I really love doing this, whatever it is, and then somebody hands you money for it. Okay? Break that contract. We are moving on to Scorpio, and that will be the last reading of the day. Thank you for that Leo reading. May I have a reading for Scorpio, please? May I have a reading for Scorpio, please? Is Scorpio experiencing an evolution right now? Is Scorpio evolving right now? Okay. Scorpio, you might be getting yourself into a little bit of a pickle here. It's like you really want to act on something. This is almost like Virgo energy, but it's in your own very Scorpio-esque energy. It's not Virgo energy, but kind of similar situation where you are ready to act. Like you want to do something right now, but you have not thought things through and you don't have everything in place yet to act. Okay? So you've got to also use some better judgment here. You're maybe jumping in without reading the fine print. Okay? And that's what makes yours a little different than Virgo's. This is something where you really need to read the fine print because it's all right there for you to see, and you don't want to miss the opportunity to see it before you commit to whatever this is, before you commit to the change or the action. You got to see everything first, and it is there for you to see it, but you have to take the time to see it. Okay? You will understand that not everything is as it seems. You will understand that not everything is in place at the moment for you to act on this. You have to think things carefully through before you communicate this manifestation. Okay? You got to really be careful what you wish for. It's one of those, okay? Be careful what you wish for. Queen of Wands coming in here. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. High Priestess. Yeah, be careful. You're not seeing everything clearly. And you really gotta see things clearly right now. You've got to allow yourself an opportunity to change course and pivot while you still can. Because you have to get all of the information. The High Priestess is trying to tell you. She's trying to say, hey, you're not looking through everything right now, and there's something that you're deliberately, it's almost willful ignorance. It's almost a deliberate disregard because the information is right there. And now that you're being invited to see the information because you know that it's there and you just haven't seen it yet, you really got to take the responsibility to look at it. Okay, and that is going to give you your third option. Right now you only see two options, but it's because you're not seeing everything. Once you see everything, you will see a third option, and that option is likely going to be better for you and everyone else. Yeah, I know. You're disappointed. It's very disappointing. Very disappointing. And you're not seeing the possibility of a third option yet. You're refusing to see that. Why are you being so stubborn? Don't be stubborn right now. King of Wands. you are responsible right now for seeing everything and being creative. Okay? You're looking at things it's almost like you have tunnel vision right now. You just want to get it done, you know? You can't yet because you're going to shoot yourself in the foot if you try to do that. You have to give yourself an opportunity to see everything first, okay? Don't shoot yourself in the foot. You will be able to navigate this third option as it arises. And not only that, but you'll be like, oh, that's a much better solution. You'll be much happier about whatever it is that you're doing. The results will be better for you. Okay, that was the Scorpio reading. Thank you all so much for being here today. If you feel so inclined, please consider subscribing. I will be back tomorrow for Third Eye Thursday, at which time I will read a message from Spirit for the community and then answer individual questions for anyone who has some questions to ask. So have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping in.